Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Cougars offense comes on the field first today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
So backed up to their 5-yard line and 2nd and long. They'll give it to the running back. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back has it on a screen now. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass complete. It's second down now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And looking for a big play here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They tackle him about the 14.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Kennesaw State is in front right now, Kurt. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. punts on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. First and 10 play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Tailback with another carry. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The offense now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's going to hand this off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. They bring the punter onto the field now, and he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Breaks loose at the 40. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's Wallace. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle, but first down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. With the return, it's Wallace. And he's out of bounds here on the return. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wallace. Good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, and we're going to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on first down. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback still with the football.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
Kennesaw State's offense out there now. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down after that run in the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Important second down play coming up. And they hand it off to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down, looking to throw the football. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's York. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. And here comes the punter onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield. Put the ball right on the back and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Moss. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Kennesaw State is in front right now, Kirk. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff in a single back formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
A nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Can he get there on the ground?
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And the ball to the ground. The ball carrier lands on it and gains enough for a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it costs them.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
They pick up the first down, tackle at the 25. A new set of downs after that completion. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's York.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Pressure is coming. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made quickly at the 11 with the offense in the red zone now. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the back now goes in motion. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Shotgun formation here on third down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. The shotgun running play call. Finding space at the 20. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Offense now operating in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense sets up the 1st and goal. They'll run it here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. 2nd and goal for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
So play number 7 on this drive is a 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense. The offense with poor field position, backed up inside their own 10. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. First down, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Can't connect on the long pass. He caught it. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Now the try for 2.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Defense can't do much here. The offense can just kneel down and walk out of here with a W. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to +40.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 to become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.